pressed that too quick, didn't I? I wasn't ready. I hadn't even lined it up properly. Don't know what my hair's doing. Anyway, hello and welcome back, if you're coming back, to Cozy Couch Corner for Tea and Tarot. It's about the right, perfect drinking temperature. Now it is. As I inadvertently slurple it. Oh, I went out to do the bins and I went out in the rain. And before I came on here, I had to make sure I picked my energy up because it's been a bit wibbly wobbly today. Yeah, it's been a weird, bit of an emotional roller coaster. Sort of, yeah, upset, anxious, but different times, and picking myself up and then going all on that roller coaster again. But yeah, I thought, right, I'm not having it. I'm not coming on here. I'm not coming on here with the wrong energy. I'm coming on here when I've hyped my energy up. So if anybody wants a quick clearing method, clapping can clear the energy. The same as sound or incense, smudging, that sort of thing. You can sing, you can hum, clap. I like, if I'm not feeling fragile or PTSD, I like a good clap, and it just clears. And I had a bit of a silly and a dance and a bit of a sing, and then I did what I normally do before I come on here, which is connect. And I've already got the card. I got the card when I was taking them out of the box, so I've looked at it, obviously, ascertained which way up it is, but we'll double check when I pick it up. And I haven't read it yet and haven't really thought about how I'm reading it. But we'll do. So that's different. Sometimes it does that, because sometimes it chucks cards out and they're just for me. But no, that wasn't just for me. That was for all of us. So that's good. So Friday, the boiler engineer, heating engineer, said he might be able to come if he was free. Well, he didn't come, which it wasn't overly disappointing, but it was just that you set yourself up for waiting, don't you? And it's like, not that I go out much, but I tell me, I can't go out now, even though I barely ever leave the house. Although I'd been going on walks, I've done 2 days running having a walk. So you can't go out, and you don't feel like you can do, like, you're just waiting. You're in that sort of waiting space, that sort of tentative. And he didn't come and he didn't message me, so I'm not going to bother tradespeople over the weekend. So hopefully he's going to message me on Monday, or I'll be messaging him going, when can you come? Because, well, today it took me 3 attempts to light the fire. And I do need to go up the shop when it's dry and get more firelighters if they've got them up there. They changed the shop up the road. It's a different brand now. Yeah, so they don't seem to be as independent, or they don't have the same stuff in. And they used to have all they used to have kindling and logs and firelighters and stuff. So I've just got to go and check whether they've still got firelighters. Otherwise, I've got to order them from Amazon, which is where I normally get them if I can't get them from shop. So yeah, so still no central heating. So I'm still between the electric fire. If it's sunny and I'm getting the electric from the solar panels, I'll have the electric fire on. Otherwise, I'll have the log fire going, and it's keeping the heat in here pretty good. So that's good. Then the problem is, this is the only one room in the house, and I don't want to leave. It's like, I have to go in the kitchen and make food. Or the toilet's the worst. The toilet seat's cold. I don't normally get that till winter, but it's like, you sit down and you go, no, I need my central heating on. Oh, especially with the damp. You need to get the damp out as well. Oh, so hopefully I can get that sorted, but it does get me down because I start to accumulate all the maintenance issues in the house in one go, and then upset and overwhelm myself. So I need to stop doing that, really. I've contacted one person about one thing, and that was the guttering and the fascia boards and the garden clearance. And it's the guttering and the fascia boards that need doing to stop the boiler room getting any wetter. And they were the ones that lent me the electric fire. But I'm still waiting for them to tell me what they're going to do, how much it's going to cost, and when they're going to do it. So although I've got sort of started to get people in to do things, they haven't actually come in and done them yet. So I'm not quite sure when that's going to happen. But there's other stuff that needs doing. Still got to get the roof. The roof's been ongoing all year. So anyway, while I've been chattering, the sun's come out. We did have a bit of brightness earlier. I mean, it's been wet all day and dull. But we had a bit of brightness earlier, and I had a rainbow, and it was almost see the full semicircle. That was good. I got a picture, but they're never as good in a picture than when you see them. They're much more vibrant just looking at them with your eyes. I had seen the sheep and the cows in the fields earlier, and I looked out just before I sat down to do this, and it's like you've heard of gorillas in the mist. This was sheep in the mist. It had gone completely misty. It could have been the rain, not seen through the rain, but looked more like mist. From the end of my fence onward. So it's like I could just about make out sheep were there, but I couldn't see them very well. And of course they're white on white, aren't they, once you've got mist? Anyway, there's no point asking the date. At least I said it when I was doing me connecting and talking to spirit before I did this. So the card we had, I've now got to turn it round. I didn't get that earlier. The moon. The moon, the moon, the moon. So we have the moon. I've got on the bridge. Ooh, 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 ooh. I get a bit excited. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. And that was not even my first thought of where are we going with this. It's like we're on the bridge. We're on the bridge between two worlds. So, for those of us that, I mean, some of us might have been on the bridge for quite a long time, and some of us might be on the bridge for a short amount of time. But if you feel like you've left stuff behind, and you've left, I don't know, a part of your life behind, or part of yourself behind, like you're not that person, or that's not your life anymore, or that wasn't something that wasn't healthy, wasn't fulfilling, and you've left that behind. But we haven't yet got to the new bit, whether that's a new us, a new place, new people, new aspect of our personality, new growth, whatever spiritual, new shift, energy shift, whatever it is. We are still on the bridge looking at the moon. We just got looking at the moon. Why are we looking at the moon? Reflected glory. Okay, whose glory? Our glory. I didn't know we had glory, but we've got glory now. About knowing our worth. And maybe we have learnt, or we are learning. And if anybody isn't there yet, and I'm not going to do the whole hierarchy thing, because I just know. I've had that today listening to somebody else about we haven't evolved enough yet. But no, because I don't accept that. But if you don't yet know your worth, and in case you need to hear it today, you are and always were lovable, valuable, and worthy. You deserve now and then to be treated with respect and decency. And for a lot of us, that hasn't been a large chunk of our life. So, yeah, So it's knowing your self-worth. I'm thinking back to something I was listening to that, the spiritual teachers that say, oh, you don't believe X because you haven't evolved enough yet, is a load of BS. We all believe different things. You can't prove most of it's true, so you can't prove that you're right and they're wrong. But the same person, or probably didn't, does it matter? Am I advertising? Who knows? I'm getting a bit hot though. Hello. Oh, got a logo. Right. Let's just hold me card over me logo a minute. I didn't think about that, and I'm not sure if I showed that on the last video. I haven't been pulled up for it anyway. Yeah, it was the same teacher that was also talking about the problem of not wanting, of people, that if you decide that you're right, then you're making everybody else wrong. While at the same time doing the other stuff, which has only just hit me that it did not go together. So we're all doing our own thing at our own pace, and we can all believe whatever the heck we want. And there are people that teach some absolutely horrid things that I've come across, but they'll tell you, the teacher will tell you that it's all about love, the universe and everything is about love, and they love you, and then they'll teach something that's victim blaming and spiritually abusive. So does not correlate. This is not the same teacher that I was talking about. This is the teachers, but it is a big teaching in the sort of new age community, some stuff. And it's like, be your own guru, find your own path. And you don't have to believe anything that anybody else tells you. Make your own blooming mind up. Decide what you want to believe and believe that. Look at things, but also evaluate things, because some of the teachings are abusive, which is just, you can't say it's love and then abuse people. That's like the cult, really. Oh, God is love, but if you don't do this that we're telling you, he's going to kill you at Armageddon. So, it's not just in Christianity, is it? And fear to get you to do what they want. So, I'm holding the card in front of the logo. So we're looking at our own self-worth, and actually on this card, the moon's reflecting our glory. We're seeing our self-worth. It's flipping huge, isn't it? Look how big that is. Look how big that moon is in the picture. That our value, our self-worth is blooming huge. Our worth is huge. Right. I went off on one again. Is there anything? Oh. Okay. For some of us, maybe a lot of us, maybe all of us, however many people, this is what our self-worth used to look like. It's all a bit fuzzy, isn't it? And a bit broken. It's smaller. And that's the reflection. That's often, with this card, talked about as the illusion. And sometimes, but actually it does, doesn't it? If we've got crappy self-worth, it's come from other people. That's what other people have given us. Crappy self-worth. They've made us feel unworthy, unvaluable, and sometimes unlovable. but that's not the real us. That's the real us. That. Look how huge. Look how worthy we are. Ooh, finger in the wrong place. Worthy, valuable. That's our glory. It's flipping huge. So yeah. So if you're feeling stuck, which I do on a fairly regular basis, you're on the bridge between two things. You've left something behind and you're moving to something new. And you're extremely valuable, extremely lovable, and extremely worthy. And so am I. There we are then.